Hello, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of Scott Sports 101. I'm Scott Trella. We'll talk Tribe in Major League Baseball, and we'll talk about tomorrow night's Browns game. But first, here is today's Scott Sports 101 trivia question. What NFL player returned a fumble 66 yards to the wrong end zone? I'll have the answer later in the broadcast. The Tribe took on the Chicago White Sox, trying to make it two in a row against the Sox. And the Tribe won tonight. They did make it two in a row. They beat the White Sox 4-1. Carlos Carrasco was on the mound for the good guys with a record of 16-9, and Dylan Covey was on the mound for the White Sox with a record of 5-13. And Carlos Carrasco had a superb night. He went 6 2/3 inning, giving up 3 hits, 1 earned run, and striking out 11 batters. And then the bullpen came in and really finished the job. And I think it was Branham came out in the ninth and got the save for the Tribe. And the Tribe scored all 4 of their runs in the ninth inning. They rallied from behind, because Chicago had been up 1-0 through 8 innings, and they rallied. They and beat Chicago 4-1, and Carlos Carrasco got his 17th win of the season. And I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Indians' starting right-handed pitcher Corey Kluber on getting his 19th win of the season last night against the White Sox. Corey, congratulations, buddy. And we have 2 weeks left to go in this regular season before we get postseason baseball underway. And Trevor Bauer has come out of the bullpen and pitched to a few players in a few innings. And I do feel that he will be good to go for the postseason, because I do believe we are going to need him. And the Tribe will go up, try to go for the sweep tomorrow night against the White Sox. First pitch at 7:10. The Browns are off today, but they will be back at practice tomorrow as they get ready to take on the New York Jets tomorrow night at home at First Energy Stadium. This game, I feel, is a must-win for the Browns. And by far, this is an opportunity for the Browns to finally win a game and finally start winning. And Hugh Jackson says, we know this game is a must-win for us, and we know what we have to do to win tomorrow night. As you know, Tyrod Taylor will be the starting quarterback. And I know I said last night that the Browns might want to start Baker Mayfield, but have since changed my mind. I don't think that the Browns should start Mayfield as of yet. He still needs to sit and learn from Taylor and all the other quarterbacks, as well as Hugh Jackson. Now, the Browns need to score and jump out to the early lead and maintain it through all 4 quarters and not blow it. That's what they need to do, because they blew it last night. They led 3-0, then it was 6-3, and that was at halftime, and then 12-3 in the third and into the fourth. And at the end of the fourth quarter, near the end, they blew it, but they tied it up. But then they missed 4 field goals, and they can't be missing field goals. And that's what was costly for them in the game last week against the Saints. In the final seconds as well, that's when they blew it. And Taylor needs to not be so conservative, and he needs to run the pocket and score or find an open man to throw the football to and have that open man score. Browns wide receiver Jarvis Landry is listed as questionable for tomorrow night's game against just because of a knee injury. The Browns announced the update on their injury report this week, on Wednesday, He has been a limited participant in practice all week, and that's because of his knee injury. The other thing is, I really feel Hugh Jackson is under pressure with tomorrow night's game, and I feel Hugh Jackson's job is on the line tomorrow night by far. And so that's why I feel the Browns need to win this game tomorrow night. And I also feel that I mean, I think fans are really hyped about it, and they're really looking forward to it, and they're excited about it. But I think at the same time, Hugh Jackson, I feel his job is on the line because I don't know if with the preview, I don't know if the Browns are really excited about tomorrow and about the hype for tomorrow night's game and are ready to go. But I don't know if Hugh Jackson's going along with them in the future after tomorrow night. Should they lose tomorrow night, it could be they might be firing Hugh Jackson, but I feel the Browns are going to get the job done and win this game. And as I've said before, there are sources that have said that they're going to win this game, and I feel they're going to win this game by a final of 17-16. Now, you've got to know that you can't be a coach and have a record of 1-32-1 because that's what they're on right now. Their record is 0-1-1 right now this season, but their record overall is 1-32-1, and that's why I feel Hugh Jackson's job could be on the line tomorrow night. And if the Browns do not win this game, but I do feel that the Browns are going to get the job done tomorrow night, and I really do. So keep the faith in them, support them, and I feel this game needs to be dominant. The offense, you did well last week, but you didn't do as well as what you could have done. And I feel you need to step it up, offense, and the running game needs to be really dominant, and as well as the passing game. And you need to dominate from the get-go. They need to do that. And they really need to really maintain the lead throughout all four quarters. And you need to keep the ball away from Jets quarterback Sam Darnold. And they need to keep him on the ground. And they need to really put the pressure not only on Darnold, but the Jets' offense and their defense as well. And also their offensive linemen. And they need to keep the pressure on the Jets' running game and passing game as well. And they also need to Browns also they need to not miss field goals. You can't be missing field goals. That's what costs you the games. And yet, no penalties by far. You cannot be in the penalties by far. You've got to not be there. And there has to be very little flags on the play. And you need to really go out and play hard and with a vengeance and really dominate this game from the start. We'll get back to talking Browns football about tomorrow night's game in just a sec. But first, it is now time for the answer to today's Scott Sports 101 trivia question. What NFL player returned a fumble 66 yards to the wrong end zone? If you said Jim Marshall, you are correct. Toward the end of a midseason game against the 49ers in 1964, Vikings defensive end Jim Marshall scooped up a Niners fumble and raced toward the end zone nearly 70 yards away. The wrong end zone, with both teams chasing him down the field and his own teammates screaming from the sidelines, Marshall ran the ball into the end zone untouched and tossed the ball out of bounds, resulting in a safety for San Francisco and heaps of scrutiny from the media. And I will have another trivia question on my tomorrow night, actually. It'll be another NFL trivia question, which will be a Browns one tomorrow night. So stay tuned for that. Getting back to talking about tomorrow night's game and all the excitement about it. I know we are 0-1-1 right now. And we're not going to want to go to 0-2-1. We want to be 1-1-1. And I feel by far, as I've said, the Browns, I feel by far are going to get the job done. Now, I feel that I mean, Jackson wants to win. He does want the Browns to win. He wants to win games by far. But I feel you can't have a winning season. You can't win games and keep or lose and be 132-1. You can't have a record like that. You've got to win games for a head coach to be able to keep his job. And I do feel that I feel the Browns are going to get the job done and win this game tomorrow night. And I've said that before. And I also feel that Tyrod Taylor, I felt he was too conservative last week, and I think he realized that, and I think he's going to step it up tomorrow night. I really think he is. And I got to tell you, I'm excited about this game. I know the fans are, and I know all the media is, I know, and I know my friend Matt Murphy is, who I had on my show last week, on last week's broadcast. And I just know all of my friends are excited about this. And I just feel that this is probably going to be one of probably going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a really good game between the Browns and the Jets tomorrow. And you can catch all the game coverage on NFL Network, and kickoff is at 8:20 p.m. I just thought I'd let you know that. Well, and I also wanted to take this time to mention that I feel that Greg Williams, the defensive coordinator, has really been doing a great job with the defense, and I feel he knows Hugh Jackson wants to win, and he knows what this team has to do, and he knows what his defense has to do, and he's been really doing well coaching the defense, and I have to really give a shout out to him and really tip my hat to him. So I really feel that they really are doing a great job. And with the Major League Baseball postseason and with the Tribe going to be in the playoffs, we're still waiting to hear what Bauer's role will be. And I really think that he may be pitching out of the bullpen. He might come out of the bullpen and do some relief pitching. And that's what I feel he might do. We're almost out of time, and continuing with the postseason, I really feel the postseason is going to be a different kind of baseball play, and I feel whoever we play in the division series, I think we're going to win it 3 games to 1, I believe. I'm going to give it a shot and say 3 games 1 and no game 5. Now, with the ALCS, I think we will take that 4 games to 2, or wherever we play in that, should we get there. And if we get back to the World Series, I really feel this 2018 marks the 70th anniversary of the Tribe's World Series victory in '48. And I feel, and I'm only saying this, and I don't know if it's going to happen or not, and there's no guarantee, but I feel if they get back to the World Series, I feel the Tribe is going to win the World Series 4 games to 2. And I really think if they do, I think their drought of a World Series champion, chip is going to come to an end. But there's no guarantee of that. But I really think that it comes to an end this year. So, because I feel, and a lot of fans feel, that the Indians are our best bet for a championship. And I feel the Tribe's drought of a World Series comes to an end this year. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this edition of Scott Sports 101. I'll see you tomorrow for the Browns-Jets pregame show, Thursday Night Football pregame show before the game. And I'll have the Browns-Jets Thursday Night Football postgame show immediately following the game. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done.